What up, though?
How we doing?
Two boys.
One brain cell.
Joel Norden.
Charles Beeson.
Today we're checking out Ren.
Hi, Ren. And this is a Patreon pick.
Oh, yeah.
By Rinneran.
Rinneran.
Which there's a lot of Rens going on here.
A lot of R words, yeah.
R's, N's, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
Very repetitive, just like our shirts.
Just know, I did not agree to this.
He didn't.
Chuck goes, guess what we're doing? We're matching today.
I got over here, and I'm like, guess what, bud? I got that same shirt. Boom.
They are cool shirts, though. I like them a lot. Chuck, are you ready to dive into this?
I am.
Let's see, we got a 9-minute song here.
Oh.
Let's send it.
Let's do it.
I know you need me. You're the sheep, I'm the shepherd. Not your place to lead me. Not your place to be biting off the hand that feeds me.
Hi, Bren. I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself since my therapist told me I'm ill. And I've been making some progress lately, and I've learned some new coping skills. So I haven't really needed you much, man. I think we need to just step back and chill.
Ren, you sound more insane than I do. You think that those doctors are really there to guide you? Been through this a million times. Your civilian mind is so perfect to always being lied to. Okay, take another pill, boy. Drown yourself in the sound of white noise. Follow this 10-step program, rejoice. All your problems will be gone. Fucking dumb boy.
Nah, mate. This time is different, man. Trust me. I feel like things might be falling in place. And my music's been kinda doing bits too. Like I actually might do something great. And when I'm gone, maybe I'll be remembered for doing something special with myself. That's why I don't think that we should talk, man. Cause when you're with me, it never seems to help.
You think that you can amputate me? I am you, you are me, you are I am we are one. Split in two, that makes one. So you see, you gotta kill you if you wanna kill me. I'm not leftover dinner, I'm not scraps on the side. Oh, your music is thriving, delusional guy. Where's your top 10 hit? Where's your interview with Oprah? Where are your Grammys, Ren? Nowhere.
Yeah, but my music's not commercial like that. I never chase numbers, statistics or stats. I never write hooks for the radio, they never even play me, so why would I concern myself with that? But my music is really connecting, and the people who find it respect it. And for me that's enough, cause this life's been tough, so it gives me a purpose I can rest in.
Man, you sound so pretentious. Ren, your music is so self-centered. No one wants to hear another song about how much you hate yourself. Trust me. You should be so lucky, having me inside you to guide you, remind you to manage expectations, provide you perspective. That thing you neglected, I get it. You wanna be a big deal, next Jimi Hendrix, forget it.
Man, it's not like that.
Man, it's just like that, I'm inside you, you twat.
No, it's not, man, you're wrong. When I write, I belong.
Let me break the fourth wall by acknowledging this song. Ren sits down, has a stroke of genius. He wants to write a song that was not done previous. A battle with the subconscious, Eminem did it.
Played on guitar.
Plan B did it.
Man, you're not original, you criminal rip-off artist. The pinnacle of your success is stealing other people's material.
Ren, mate, we've heard it all before.
She sells seashells on the seashore. Fuck you, I don't need you, I don't need to hear this. Cause I'm fine by myself, I'm a genius. And I will be great, and I will make waves, and I'll shake up the whole world beneath it.
That's right, speak your truth, your fucking God complex leaks out of you. It's refreshing to actually hear you say it instead of downplay it.
Music is all about the creative process, and if people can find something to relate to within that, then that's just a bonus.
Fuck you, I'ma fucking kill you, Ren.
Well, fucking kill me then, let's fucking have you, Ren.
I'ma do it, watch me prove it. Who are you to doubt my music? Cause I call the shots, I choose if you die. Yeah, I call the shots and so I choose who survives. I'll tie you up in knots when I lock you inside. Newsflash. I was created at the dawn of creation. I am temptation. I am the snake in Eden. I am the reason for treason, beheading all kings. I am sin, with no rhyme or reason. Son of the morning, Lucifer, Antichrist, father of lies. Mephistopheles, truth in a blender, deceitful pretender, the banished avenger, the righteous surrender. When standing in front of my solar eclipse, my name is stitched to your lips, so you...
I wasn't going to find a good spot to stop there.
Nope. This is interesting. Honestly, I got a real kind of that, I guess, kind of mental health, super mental health issue, maybe depression kicking in and beating yourself up in one side and then your rational side of thinking on the other side.
Yeah, so immediately I wanted to jump to split personality just because the way it's set up.
That
right?
was my initial, but then I'm like, I
as
feel like this is more typical.
As it's gone on, I honestly feel like this so far at the halfway point, it's almost like a creative mind dealing with doubt.
Yeah.
Like you have one side that's like, oh, you should do it. You should like monetize your work and like try to go for big numbers. And then the other side that's like the innocent creative aspect of it is more like, no, I'm just happy doing this.
Yeah. It's one of those things like, okay, monetize it and you'll try to make a bunch of money, or do it and try to help out the few people I can help, or if I can make somebody's day, that's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and I mean, there was some other stuff too, where just like the doubting and whatnot, like, or like being mean to yourself.
The self-loathing.
The self-loathing. Yeah. Yes, exactly. And, so yeah, I think it's more so just like one side of your brain, you know, sometimes the voice just pops in and it's nagging like, oh,
and just an asshole to you the whole time.
Yeah, just an asshole, basically, exactly. And it's like, oh, you're going to fail. Yeah. And when you fail, it's going to be fucking spectacular. You just have that little nagging voice.
Yep.
And they kind of can
and sometimes
affect
you
your
just
creative work.
You got to push through that and move forward.
Easier said than done, though.
Facts. I mean,
yeah.
How many times have you seen me write? Oh.
It's been 5-7 years, something like that.
I tried it.
No, you guys did it. You did a monster. You created a monster.
Yeah.
So you did some writing a little bit.
Yeah, that's fair.
That was like 3 years ago.
Yeah, I had some help. I had some help with that too, but
that's more ADHD. You know?
Oh yeah.
You're just struggle to concentrate, like even on stuff you enjoy.
Big time.
Yeah. Because I noticed like you do Magic the Gathering.
Yeah.
And like sometimes it's like OCD that compels you to do some of the stuff with the Magic.
Oh yeah.
I think you've talked about that before. Just like the way you had to have it set up, like
my entire the card collection, big time.
Yeah.
It's got to be this very specific way. Why? I don't know. But if it's not, it bothers me.
But it also makes you more into your hobby.
Yep.
Weirdly, you know, like if that makes any sense. But yeah, this is almost coming off more of a like just like doubt and temptation side of your brain compared to your creative, kind of your innocent, your innocent creative side of your brain.
Yeah,
there's arguing. At least that's what it's saying to me. And I mean that could just because I'm a creative. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
And he is talking about his art for the most part in the song. And then I like the fourth wall break.
Yeah, no, this is solid so far.
I agree.
He's got a fast pace too.
Yeah, and I loved how the way he was strumming the guitar was different for each side. Like he had more of that like the finger plucking.
Yep.
And then he had the thumb going for the rational side or the creative side.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention exactly what he was doing, but I could definitely hear the difference.
Hear the difference, yeah.
Yep. Let's finish this bad boy out.
Let's do it.
See, I won't bow to the will of a mortal, feeble and normal. You wanna kill me? I'm eternal immortal. I live in every decision that catalyzes chaos, that causes division. I live inside death, the beginning of ends. I am you, you are me, I am you, friend.
I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself, and I've spent half my life ill. But just as sure as the tide starts turning, just as sure as the night has dawned, just as sure as the rainfall soon runs dry when you stand in an eye of a storm. I was made to be tested and twisted. I was made to be broken and beat. I was made by his hand, it's all part of his plan that I stand on my own 2 feet. And you know me, my will is eternal. And you know me, you've met me before. Face to face with a beast, I will rise from the east and I'll settle on the ocean floor. And I go by many names also. Some people know me as hope. Some people know me as the voice that you hear when you loosen the noose on the rope. And you know how I know that I'll prosper? 'Cause I stand here beside you today. I have stood in the flames that cremated my brain, and I didn't once flinch or shake. So cower of the man I've become, when I sing from the top of my lungs, that I won't retire, I'll stand in your fire, inspire that make to be strong. And when I am gone I will rise, in the music that I left behind. Ferocious, persistent, immortal like you, we're climbing to different sides. When I was 17 years old, I shouted out into an empty room, into a blank canvas, that I would defeat the forces of evil. And for the next 10 years of my life, I suffered the consequences, with autoimmunity, illness, and psychosis. As I got older, I realized there were no real winners and there were no real losers in psychological warfare, but there were victims and there were students. It wasn't David versus Goliath. It was a pendulum, eternally swaying from the dark to the light. And the more intensely that the light shone, the darker the shadow it cast. It was never really a battle for me to win. It was an eternal dance. And like a dance, the more rigid I became, the harder it got. The more I cursed my clumsy footsteps, the more I struggled. So I got older, and I learned to relax, and I learned to soften, and that dance got easier. It is this eternal dance that separates human beings from angels, from demons, from gods. And I must not forget, we must not forget, that we are human beings.
Well,
Yeah.
that song really felt poetic. And then just that little speech at the end.
I actually, yeah, and you know how I feel about speeches at the beginning and the ends. I actually really like that. I wonder if that's in like the studio version.
I do too.
Curious.
Yeah. I know. So at first, the intro, I was like, eh. But then by the end, I'm like, okay, I get it.
I was the same exact way.
That intro makes sense now.
Yeah.
Because the way the song ended and led into that little spoken word thing, that speech that he gave at the end, or the statement that he made.
This started off in general for me. The sound, I was like, it's okay.
Yeah.
And then by the end, I'm like, okay, I really like this.
Yeah. I think the lyricism really
nailed it. Yeah.
Draws you in on this one too.
100%.
Because instrumentally, it felt fairly simplistic. I like the swap ups back and forth, but overall, it felt simple.
Yeah, I think instrumentally, especially, that's where a lot of that comes from.
Yeah.
I mean, he was doing a lot with the guitar, but just being a guitar,
Yeah.
where a lot of stuff we're listening to has like
Although I love the
instruments.
acoustic setup, so
Absolutely. And he had a great flow, and I actually really liked it, especially at the end there where he was singing.
yeah.
It sounded good. I'm
I agree.
impressed. Had a good message too.
Real good message. I like that a lot. Where are you thinking rating wise?
I'm gonna go with a 7.4. It's gonna go on a playlist.
Yep. I'm going 7.3 playlist as well.
Yeah, it's a solid tune. Shout out to our Patreon. Great
Yep.
pick.
Absolutely. And there were a handful of F-bombs in here,
There were.
but they were like spaced nicely apart.
Yeah.
Except for that one chunk. But that at that point, it felt necessary because it felt like you were cussing out somebody else and they were cussing you out too.
Yeah.
And it was just, you're going back and forth, which really drove home the whole setup. So that being said, I liked the one at the beginning or towards the beginning.
Yep.
That was really nicely placed. And then just the back and forth action he had going on made that okay.
Right.
It made that better. It didn't, with the repetitive F-bombs, normally it kills it for me, but it didn't there because of that. So with the F-bombs here, I'm going to go with a 6.8. I thought they were very solid.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Guys, we're two boys. We've got one brain cell. I hope you enjoyed the song and our reaction. Make sure you smash that like button if you did. Hit that subscribe if you want to join our community and have a little fun with us.
Yeah.
Until next time, guys. Peace out.
Peace.